Forget every other weapon, Longsword is the absolute best, especially when it comes down to staggering humanoid enemies with backshots. You simply dash past, whip it out, and bam, your turning is so quick. And then you follow up with our patented massive super damage combo that absolutely shreds the enemy down. Welcome to the Longsword Poise Break Madness. The playstyle of Longsword centers all around the Sword Saint passive. The second attack of the Longsword light attack combo grounds 1 stack of Skyborn Might. Together then with Wind Force, you can consume 1 stack of Skyborn Might to instantly do a charged heavy attack to then stagger and throw everyone around, which gets followed up by Sword Master. The 5th attack of the Longsword light attack combo grants 2 stacks of Skyborn Might. With these 3 passives in your backpack, we approach an enemy, light, instant charged heavy, bam, finisher. Insane damage output. Alternative dashing past the opponent, getting you the Skyborn Might for dashing past an opponent, and then with your super instant charged heavy, you just stagger them right away. It's quite brutal. Now you're gonna say, Pony, Longsword surely has less range than a ginormous Hellbard, because it's a Hellbard. Technically true, but we're actually using the Longsword called the Lashing Whip. The Lashing Whip is a whip-like longsword that when you're attacking actually extends at random moments and goes way further than it has any right to go. And the Lashing Whip has a special ability. Using Temperance to buff Poise Break makes the effect much more potent. That is one of your most insane damage boosters. We'll get to that in a bit. Now before you ask, since we're playing Longsword, what about counter moves? Are you using the sword counter? Or what about the Crescent Arc on the side? Any of the actual discipline skills? The answer is no, no, and no, no. Why would I counter something if I can just dash through and do massive amounts of damage? And why would I use abilities that are just straight up worse than what the weapon actually has? Because the Lashing Whip has a skill called the Whip Dance. And the Whip Dance, for some obscure reason, doesn't only hit twice when you whip it out with a left-right swing swang. It hits like 3-4 times, going absolutely crazy, and then another combo, and you can chain it in a row. This means for your gameplay, we go light, heavy to maybe stagger someone, then we spam lights and dash through to just build up Skyborn Might, and as you get a moment where you stand to the side of your enemy, where you have them on the ground after a backshot, you just spam away all your Skyborn Might with your Whiplash and go completely bonkers on the damage numbers, especially when you have that Poise Break tempering on, because it's going to fill up, and it fills up way faster as you're using the Whip Dance. Let me demonstrate. We'll take the Plume Branch to just fill up our Skyborn Might, then we're going to put on our tempering for the Poise Break, and the Poise Break works the best against humanoid, quotation mark, enemies, but it also does work against larger enemies. It just builds slower up. But now if I'm only going in with the Whip Dance, nothing else, the damage is already staggering. I mean, I'm just like, with one combo, you just whiplash that big guy away. And I'm not even wearing the bonus damage to large enemies talisman. And not mentioned, it gives insane range. Way more than your actual blade has. Where do you get the Lashing Whip now? You gotta make your way to the Shoe Sanctum and clear the boss on the top. That will open up the stairs and you can now move to the next area. This will take you to the Mercury Workshop altar. And from here, we're simply heading downwards, past the weird end dude. Hi. And then the Lashing Whip will lie right here in the purple smoke. That's it. Now your first goal in the skill tree, after you've activated at least Wind Force, will be going all the way to the left here to activate yourself the Bone Needle Poise Break. Use the Fire Needle until then, but as soon as you get that Poise Break Needle, you really want to make use of it. Later, you can amplify this with bonus strength, and you actually see here if agility or strength gives you more damage. It is strength. You can take your Continuity Needle to enhance the duration. And lastly, we get the Plume Stone Needle for the bonus attack power. With the Poise Break tempering, you build up the Poise Break status below the enemy's health bar. It's like burn. You build it up, and then instead of burning, it does Poise Break, which is a chunk of damage. That chunk of damage will amplify down the road with our benedictions and our talismans. And as I mentioned before, the Lashing Whip, the actual Whip Dance combo that you use with your Skyborn Might, seems to apply the bonus Poise Break faster than you just hitting normal hits, especially if you're fighting against anything that's human-like. The bosses like Hong Lang, you can stagger in the back. the Bow Magus later, the White Robed Elder, all these guys that you can stagger. As soon as you backshot them, you can go and spam absolutely away and then bam, 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 poise break, poise break, poise break, and see 10,000s of damage just in one wombo combo. For this, you want also, after taking the Poise Break Bone Needle, really get the bonus Acupoints and the bonus Temper Charges and the bonus Temper Charges here. Do we want to work around with Leech? You could do Leech, but I'll be honest with you, I'll just rather do chunk tons more damage with a Poise Break, avoiding some attacks, than I rely on Leech getting me life back. I mean, sure, nice, it's great to have that Life Leech and just spam away, but I'll do more damage with that Poise Break, tons more damage. In the Longsword tree itself, after getting Wind Force, you want to make your way to the Sword Master, as we mentioned, for the 2 Skyborn Might, and then you also want to have that the third attack of your light attack chain gets Clash. So if you're then attacking and light attacking away, worst case scenario, if your enemy strikes back, you can actually clash with him. Now you might notice how I have a bunch of discipline skills taken here right now. And that has a simple reason. Because under Benedictions, we're playing the 3 disciplines known for bonus damage, 6 disciplines known, and 9 disciplines known for bonus damage. That's in total plus 12 disciplines for a huge chunk of bonus damage. And it's actually 32% on all the damage you're dealing. And for the 12 discipline skills, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already count as discipline skills. Then I have 3 more in this tree, like 1, 2, and down here 3. Plus another 2 from Spear, plus another 2 from Axe. And that's already 12 discipline skills. Where do you get those benedictions from? The first 2 stones are being sold by Wuchang, and they unlock as you slay bosses, because you're going to get items from bosses, and then you can buy the +3 after the first act, and the +6 after the third act. And as you kill the tiger boss, the panda bear should stock the 9 discipline skill for 5 bamboo shoot sprout thingies. And if you're unsure if you have all the 12 disciplines, go into your inventory and then just check if you have 12 disciplines. As a heads up, until you have the 3 discipline bonus super wombo combos here, I've been using the standard increased damage while at full health, and then later increases damage while at full health without the damage taken. We also took the bonus Poise Break build-up, but that you get quite late, which means before I just had increased stamina recovery during Skyborn Might. And as my last one, I had the combo force for consecutive attacks increase your damage. Now what about your talismans? I gotta say I always play the Twin Infant Pendant that you get below the Lashing Whip in the same area at the very bottom. It does increase the stamina recovery speed, and I'm loath to honestly let go of it, even for maximum stamina or anything. It's just good to have this up as you then do your hit combo and then get your stamina back. For damage, we get the Tiger Pendant and the Tigerless Pendant, and these give you another 30+% damage boost. Yes, but the Tigerless Pendant will increase the damage you've taken. If you're fighting large enemies, replace this through the Fiend Felling Pendant, which increases damage dealt against large enemies. For the Tiger Pendant, you actually have to kill the tiger. He's the end boss in Mount Zenvu, and you'll get the Zenvu Altar teleport point. Afterwards, you walk through that tiny opening and make your way through the cave system. And this will get you to the Fairy Overlook. And here at the Fairy Overlook, you just walk past everything to the very end of the pier. Not the right side, where the old man is. Nope. You're just gonna walk all the way straight down. And at the very end, Tiger Pendant. The Tigerless Pendant you get before. For this one, at the Avian Dwelling, you have to discover the whole region and slay the blue-skinned bow sorcerer. After you slaughtered that sorceress, you can, from the teleport point, make your way over to the shortcut, and then instead of going for the sorceress again, you actually take this little bridge into a cave. And that's where you will meet the white-robed general who's sitting in front of a gravestone. Later, there is some bonus shamambo-bambo with him, and it will lead into an amazing boss fight. Probably the best boss fight in the whole game. That's where you're going to fight him. That's where you get the Tigerless Pendant. Now, if you unlocked everything important in the skill tree, if you have your 12 disciplines, what are we doing now? We're looking to get just all the 5 nodes possible. So since we had to descend into the spear tree so much, we can have the 5 nodes here. Same goes for the axe tree to unlock the 5 nodes as you're going for the discipline skills. And lastly, I will actually go into the dual blades to get back here another 5 endurance and over here another 5 strength. And I'm currently sitting at 85. You usually end the game around 92, 95. I'm sitting pretty much before the end boss. And to give you an even better feeling for the longsword, here's the hardest fight in Wuchang Fallen Feather. The hardest opponent, the guy that's there to slap your booty cheeks around. But the longsword has him handled. Enjoy. Okay, that one we have secure, guys. The start is safe. 3 and then dash. That one we have secured too now. Wow, okay, so, like, let's just get hit by every hit, chat. Okay? We managed to sufficiently get hit. Like, if I get hit, I get hit by everything. That was probably the worst one yet. That was like, if I get hit, I just get hit by everything. I wonder if we could, like, end up in the back of him there. What do you think, Chad? If I use my ability, could we end up in the back of him? Oh my lord, that is so dumb when that happens. Hey. Okay, we aborted him, Chad. It was so important. Oh, if I actually hit him in the back there, it would have been absolutely devastating for him. Oh, nice. That was the moment where you tried to spam him. You know, you just tried to end it there. If I hit him with the, Yep, and we're done. Woo, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Pop, 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 pop.